Hey, I'm back with another one, as I promised. So, today we will be talking about the topic why most side hustlers quit too early. So, let's get started. We're going to dive right into it. Have you ever started a side hustle feeling excited, only to lose motivation a few months later? Have you ever thought, maybe this just isn't for me? Every year, millions of people start side hustles. They launch YouTube channels. They open Etsy shops. They start freelancing. They may even try drop shipping or building an app or writing a newsletter. And most of them quit, not because they're lazy and not because they're incapable, but because they expect results too soon. We live in a world where everything feels instant. You post, you refresh, you check, you build, you wait, you check again. When nothing happens quickly, doubt creeps in. But what if the problem isn't your hustle? What if the real problem is your timeline? Today, let's talk about why most side hustlers quit too early and how understanding delayed gratification can completely change your results. A side hustle is simple. It's income you build outside of your main job. It could be creative, it could be digital, and it can be or a self-service business. But here's the part people don't talk about. Most side hustles grow slow, very slow. Delayed gratification means doing work now and accepting that the reward may come much, much later. It's planting seeds without seeing sprouts for weeks. In school, effort and reward are tightly linked. Study, pass tests, show up, get paycheck. Side hustles don't work like that. You might post 30 videos before you gain traction. You might pitch 50 clients before one says yes. You might even build for 6 months before making your first $100. That gap between effort and reward feels uncomfortable. Our brains crave feedback. We want proof that what we are doing matters. Let me say that again. We want proof that what we're doing matters. When the proof doesn't show up quickly, we assume failure. But slow results don't mean no results. They often mean you're in the invisible growth phase, the part most people quit during. And that's why this topic matters, because if you understand the timeline, you won't sabotage your own progress. Here's what we consistently see. Let me say that again. Here's what we consistently see. First, observation. Most growth curves are not linear. Think about businesses. Many of today's biggest companies struggle early. Airbnb once had trouble getting bookings. Amazon went years without turning a profit. Growth often looks flat until it doesn't. Second observation, skill building compounds. When you post content online, your first attempt is rough. By video 50, you're a little bit clearer. By article 100, you're sharper. Improvement stacks quietly, even if money hasn't shown up yet, but the skills have. Third observation, most people overestimate short-term results and underestimate long-term results. In the first 3 months, expectations are high. In 3 years, expectations are low because most people already have quit. The few who stay benefit from reduced competition. Fourth observation, consistency beats intensity. Many people sprint for 30 days. Very few walk steadily for 2 years. Long-term effort wins because it filters out the impatient. But the timeline is the test. Imagine someone starts a freelance design service. Month 1, no clients. Month 2, one small project. Month 3, silence again. It feels discouraging, but what's really happening? They're learning how to pitch. They're building a portfolio, and they're understanding pricing, and they're also improving their communication. Those skills are assets. Or take someone building a small YouTube channel for months. Views stay low, but they're learning editing, they're learning storytelling, they're getting comfortable on camera. Even if income is zero, human capital is growing. And here's where productivity and economics connect. Every hour spent building a skill increases your earning potential, not instantly, but gradually. The problem is we measure the wrong thing. We measure money, we measure followers, and we measure clicks. Instead, we should measure output and improvement. Did you ship something this week? Did you improve 1%? Side hustles reward people who treat effort like investment capital. Money compounds, skills compounds, reputation compounds, but only if you stay in the game long enough. Quitting resets the clock. Staying multiplies the odds. First challenge, comparison. You see someone post a 6-figure in 6-month story. You didn't see their previous 5 years of failure. Comparison compresses timelines and distorts reality. So pay attention. Second challenge, financial pressure. When money is tight, patience feels like a luxury. Waiting for growth is stressful when bills are due. Third challenge, boredom. The middle phase is repetitive. No applause, no big wins, just steady effort. But here's the shift. These aren't signs to quit. These are signs you're entering the uncomfortable growth zone. And that zone is where most people drop out. Success is often less about talent and more about emotional endurance. Can you work without immediate praise? Can you improve without immediate reward? Can you trust the process longer than your doubt lasts? Side hustles reveal your relationship with time. If you expect fast returns, you'll feel constant disappointment. If you expect slow growth, you'll feel steady progress. Delayed gratification builds more than income. It builds discipline, confidence, and self-trust. You start proving to yourself that you can commit long term, and that changes how you approach everything: fitness, finances, relationships, and career moves. The ability to wait intelligently is rare, but rare skills create rare outcomes. When you stretch your timeline, you reduce emotional pressure. And when pressure drops, performance improves. What an irony. Once you stop obsessing over quick results, results often come faster because your focus shifts from outcome to craft. So why do most side hustlers quit too early? Not because they can't succeed, but because they misjudge the timeline. They expect visible results before invisible foundations are built. They confuse slow growth with failure. Here's the mindset shift. Assume it will take longer than you think. Commit anyway. Measure improvement, not applause. If you give your side hustle enough time to compound, you dramatically increase your odds. Most people quit in the quiet phase. If you can survive that phase, you separate yourself from the crowd. And sometimes the only difference between success and quitting is staying one more year. And guys, I wanted to go over one thing. Yesterday, I talked about a book. I kind of breezed over it pretty fast. The book that I'm currently reading is Be Our Guest, Perfecting the Art of Customer Service. It's by the Disney Institute with Theodore Kinney, Kinni.